So today we will be doing chapter Expert Detectives. Okay, so before proceeding, let's read this. Nishat, a boy of 7, also called 7 because his name means the seventh note on the musical scale, and his 10-year-old sister Maya are very curious about one Mr. Nath. Then one day the children's marbles roll into Mr. Nath's room, and Nishat gets a chance to see him. Is he a crook on the run? Why is his face badly scarred? Why has he no friends? Nishat's mother, a doctor, knows Mr. Nath as a patient who is very polite. Now, children, this is a story of two kids, a brother and a sister. Brother likes Mr. Nath, but the sister is not very impressed with his brother. She thinks that he is a doubtful person. He has done something wrong, and after him there is police to catch him. He's a crook. He's a person who has done something wrong. Okay, so let's read what happens. As he walked back towards the clinic, Seven said, Seven is who? Nishad. He doesn't look anything like a monster, Maya. But did you see him how thin he is? Maybe he is very poor and can't afford to eat. He can't be poor if he's a crook on the run, I told him. He's probably got millions of rupees stashed away somewhere in that room. Now this all the story who is saying is the sister, okay, Maya. Do you really think he's a criminal, Maya? He doesn't look like one. Nishad looked doubtful. Of course he is 1-7, I said, and he certainly isn't starving. Mr. Mehta told us that Ramesh brings his meals up from the restaurant downwards. Okay, so stashed away means hidden away. You can find the word here. They think that he has probably got millions of rupees hidden away somewhere in the room. Okay. Now the next page. But Maya, Mr. Mehta told us he doesn't work anywhere. How can he possibly have money to pay for food? Nishad said. Exactly, I exclaimed. He must have lots of money hidden somewhere, maybe in that trunk in his room. It's probably full of silver and gold and jewels. And so Maya was exaggerating the things. She was imagining like he might be having so much of money, silver and golds and jewels which he has actually stolen from somewhere. Okay, according to Maya he was a criminal. Okay, next. What rubbish, Nishad interrupted. I know I am right, stupid, I told him. By the way, Seven, did you see his scars? I couldn't. It was too dark, but I bet he got them during a shootout with the police or something. Scars are that marks on the face. Those are scars, okay? Mummy told us quite clearly they were burn scars. Okay, so they were burn scars, Nishad said firmly. Perhaps the police had to set his house on fire to force him out, I suggested. Seven looked unsure. On the Monday following Mama's birthday, following means coming after, on the Monday coming after Mama's birthday, Seven went alone with her to the clinic at Girgaon, and I was spending that evening with a school friend. When they returned, Nishad told me he had been to see Mr. Nath, and I felt most annoyed that I hadn't been there. Seven had been quite upset about Mr. Nath's gaunt appearance. Gaunt means sickly appearance, and was sure that he was starving. Starving means he had no food to eat, so he was starving. Might be he's poor, he had no money to eat, that is why he's starving. Okay? He told me that he had knocked loudly on Mr. Nath's door that evening and said, Open the door quickly, Mr. Nath. The man had opened it and asked him, Lost another marble? He had obviously recognized my brother. No, said Dishad. He had taken the man's hand in his own and thrust a bar of chocolate into it. Did you get a chance to peek into the trunk, Seven? I asked. Peek means look quickly and secretively. So now Maya is asking, have you got a chance to look into the trunk? Nishad looked disappointed. He didn't even ask me in, he said. Then he smiled. So Nishad said he didn't even ask me to enter the room. Okay. But I did found out something. Maya, I went down to the restaurant where Ramesh works and talked to him. Good for you, Mr. Detective, I said, patting him on the back. I hope you questioned him properly. Seven looked pleased. Ramesh told me that he takes 2 meals from Mr. Nath every morning and evening and 2 cups of tea, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Ramesh says he is not very particular about what he eats. It's always the same food, 2 chapatis, some dal and a vegetable. Mr. Nath pays cash and tips well. What are tips? Tips well means gives a generous tip, money in thanks for services. Okay. Ramesh told me something very strange, Maya, 7 added. Almost every Sunday he carries two lunches to Mr. Nath's room, and the same man is with him each time. He is tall, fair, stout, and wears spectacles. Ramesh says his visitor talks a lot, unlike Mr. Nath, who hardly speaks. So, Mr. Nath has a visitor who visits only on Sundays. Okay. Well done, Nishad, I told him. Now that we have made some progress with the inquiries, we will have to sort out all the facts like expert detectives so that we can trap the crook. Okay. How do you go on, Maya? Seven side. How can you possibly imagine he is a crook? He looks so ordinary. So, like I have told you earlier, that Nishad is not impressed with the idea that he's a crook. He thinks he's a very simple man, a very ordinary person, and he is definitely not a criminal. But Maya is insisting him to think that he is a criminal. So he is taking his side, Mr. Nath's side. Okay. Criminals can look quite ordinary, Smarty. I retorted. Did you see the picture of the Hyderabadi housebreaker in the papers yesterday? He looked like any man on the street. Nishad looked doubtful. The monsoons broke the next day. Dark clouds accompanied by blinding flashes of lightning and roaring rolls of thunder burst with all their fury, flooding the streets with a heavy downpour. School was to have reopened after the summer holidays, but no traffic could move through the flooded roads and there was an unexpected holiday. I thought I would spend the time usefully. I sat at my desk in a bedroom with a sheet of paper before me. Now, before proceeding, let's complete these three answers. Let's discuss all these three. So, the first question, what did Nishad give Mr. Nath and why? So, Nishad gave a bar of chocolate to Mr. Nath, remember, when he went with his mother to Girgaon. So, Nishad gave a bar of chocolate to Mr. Nath. And why he did so because he think that he is very poor person, he doesn't have money to eat, and because of his lean personality he thought that he might be starving, so he gave him something to eat as a help. Okay. Now question 2. What is strange about Mr. Nath Sundays? So Mr. Nath, what was strange? The strange thing about Mr. Nath Sundays is that there was a particular visitor who used to visit every Sunday with a spectacle, remember, and he used to talk a lot, right? And both of them will have lunch together. That was strange about him. Then why did Nishad and Maya get a holiday? Nishad and Maya got a holiday because of the bad weather, because of the monsoon rain. It was raining heavily and the streets of the city were flooded with the downpour. Traffic was not moving, so they got a holiday. Now second section. I wrote in block letters. Now Maya sitting with a pen and paper in her hand and doing something. So she wrote in block letters, catching a crook. Expert detectives Nishad and Maya Pandit by appointment to the whole world. By appointment too means officially chosen by the government maybe. Right? Now Maya is thinking that she is doing something good for the society. She is chosen by the government, by the police, and she will help him and she will help the police, she will help them catch a big criminal. She is thinking that, right? Now let's read. Then I began writing. Maya is saying, then I began writing. About half an hour later, I turned towards Seven, who was lying on his tummy, chin cupped in his palms, reading comics. Want to hear what I have written? I asked. You can see the picture as well. Okay. He looked up questioningly. I have listed all the facts we know about Mr. Nath, which might help us to trap him, I said. Want to hear? Seven nodded. Fact number 1, I read. His name is Mr. Nath. We must discover his first name. Now, do you think that his real name Maya? Nishad asked. Probably not, I said. Most crooks have an alias. Alias is an alternate name, right? So they don't give their real name to the public. I added a big question mark after Nath. Fact number 2, I read on. The tenants at Shankar House says he is mad, strange and unfriendly. Number 3, he doesn't talk to anyone and is mannerless. But he did talk to us, Maya, and Mama says he is very polite, Nishad interrupted. He only talked to us because he had to, I said. And since he was under Mama's medical treatment, he had to be polite. Fact number 4, he doesn't receive any letters, Seven nodded. Number 5, he's been living in room 10 of Shankar's house for more than a year, I continued. Number 6, he doesn't work and sits in his room all day. Number 7, the kids in Shankar house and even some of the grown-ups are scared of him. Number 8, he has no visitors except for a spectacled, fair, fat man who visits him on Sundays for lunch. Number 9. Food and tea are taken to his room by Ramesh from the restaurant downstairs. He doesn't care what he eats, pays his bill immediately and tips well. That ends my list. Have I forgotten anything, 7? Nishad had obviously not paying too much attention to my list of facts. All he could say was, poor man Maya, he must be so lonely if he doesn't have any friends. How can a crook have friends, idiot? I almost shouted. At least he has one friend, the one who meets him on Sundays, said Nishad. A brilliant thought occurred to me just then. That man must be Mr. Nath's accomplice in crime. Accomplice means a helper in crime, I said. Maybe he keeps all the loot and he comes now and then to give part of it to his partner, Mr. Nath, for expenses. That's it, I'm sure I'm right. Maya saying I'm sure I'm right. If you insist on calling him a criminal, I don't think I want to discuss anything with you, Maya, said Nishad angrily. He can't be such a bad man if he gives Ramesh the generous tips. Ramesh probably knows something about his past, so Mr. Nath must be bribing him to keep quiet, I said. Nishad glared at me with his arms tightly crossed across his chest. I was beginning to get fed up with him. How can we make any progress with the investigations if you take that attitude, 7? I asked. I will cooperate only if you give up this idea about him being an escaped crook, said 7. You really make me angry. I almost hit him. I make you angry, you stupid oaf? I shouted. You make me mad. What is the point of all these inquiries if he is not a crook? If you think he is a nobody, what is the idea of bothering about him? Please tell me. Nishad looked thoughtful. I would like to find out why he is so thin and why he is so lonely. I want to know why he doesn't have any friends and lives alone. So Nishant's perspective is another. He wants to know why he's so lonely, why he's so thin, why he doesn't have any friends, why he's so quiet. And Maya's perspective is different. She wants to declare him a criminal, right? So both of the brother and sister's perspectives are different. They want to know different things about Mr. Nath, but they both are anxious, right? Now try to understand, 7. I told him if he has lived in Shankar house for a year and hasn't made a single friend, there is something wrong. He is obviously scared that someone will recognize him and give him up to the cops. Maybe no one has tried to make friends with him, Nishad protested. Why should anyone bother? You have seen what a nasty bear he is, I said. I don't care, said Nishan stubbornly. I like him and I am going to try and be his friend. Friends with a crook? Ha, you are crazy. 7, I said. The cops will take you to jail with him. Do you want that to happen, you idiot? Nishad merrily glared at me and quietly walked out of the room. My theory seemed to have made no impression on him at all. Everything was useless. Like what was Maya was saying, everything was useless, was of no use to Nishad, right? So this story is written by Sharda Divedi from The Broken Flute. I hope you have enjoyed the story. And before ending the video, let's discuss these three answers working with the text. What does Nishad find out about Mr. Nath? So, see, what does Nishad, what he eats? Like, he is not very particular about what he eats. He eats two chapatis, normal food, dal, and a vegetable, a very normal food. When he eats in the morning and the evening. What he drinks and when? He drinks 2 cups of tea, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. And how he pays? He always pays in cash and gives generous tips to Ramesh, the waiter, the delivery man. Okay? Now, why does Maya think Mr. Nath is a crook? What does she say the Sunday visitor is? Now, Maya thinks that Mr. Nath is a crook because he does not have any friends even after spending more than a year at the place, at Mr. Shankar's house, right? Also, also Mr. Nath does not talk to anyone, so she thinks that because he doesn't have any friend and he is not friendly, no one wants to talk to him. Might be he is a doubtful person, he is a crook, okay? And she says what she says about the Sunday visitor is she says that the Sunday visitor is his partner in crime, his accomplice, and visits him only on Sundays to give him his share of loot, his share of money after the loot. Right? Does Nishad agree with Maya about Mr. Nath? How does he feel about him? So, no, Nishad does not agree with Maya about Mr. Nath. He thinks that Mr. Nath is a lonely and a poor person who is starving. He is very polite also according to him. He thinks that Mr. Nath is a kind person who, despite having less money for himself, gives generous tips to Ramesh. He is a very helpful person. So we have discussed all these three questions. I hope you have got the answers to this. Here I will end the video. Thank you.